What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time, or it feels like it's been a long time since I've been able to do a Dollar Tree haul. I've been kind of checking periodically over the past couple months. Just keep seeing the same old stuff, but looks like within, I want to say starting Monday in my area, I started seeing them anyways. That was the first day I did. I stopped in, I think, on Monday, and maybe a couple days ago, but I did find some stuff, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna start off with the DVDs, and then I'm gonna save the Blu-rays till the end. Side note, guys, this is the first time ever that I've actually found or purchased more Blu-rays than DVDs on this haul, but all of them honestly seem pretty legit and pretty interesting, so let's jump into it. So first off, we got one called Fender Bender, which is a Scream Factory release, and oh, this is not an IFC Midnight, but this looks really interesting. Next up we have this one here, Anna and the Apocalypse. I picked this up because I was watching Cool Duder's video, and he said that this is pretty good. I guess it's like a horror musical of sorts, so I mean, that sounds awesome. Next up here, this was another Cool Duder suggestion, so I picked it up. Gothic Harvest. Looks good, looks good. Next up we got one here with Daniel Radcliffe, Imperium. I'm not usually into these kind of things, but I do like Daniel Radcliffe in like the oddball, non-Harry Potter movies. I think it's kind of interesting. Also, Toni Collette's in it, and she's awesome. She's one of my favorite actresses. On the back, it's also Rotten Tomatoes certified, so pretty cool. This one here, Temple. So I picked this up because at the bottom it says from the writer of You're Next and Blair Witch, I think the remake, or whatever you want to call it, reboot, and the executive producer of the Ring trilogy. If you can see that, that's pretty cool. But the back it says 3 American tourists follow a mysterious map deep into the jungles of Japan, searching for an ancient temple. When spirits entrap them, their adventure quickly becomes a horrific nightmare. Some places should remain hidden. So I don't know, this got pretty not so good reviews, but I still want to check it out. All right, this next one here is called In Order of Disappearance, with Stellan Skarsgård. I picked this up because they really pushed this heavily on the synopsis and on the front. Flashes of Fargo and Quentin Tarantino, but I mean, if you're gonna give me a slipcase, it looks pretty cool. Got some decent reviews. It's a magnet release, so should be pretty good. Next up here, we got this weird one with a slipcase, The Cleaning Lady. Looks like one of those obsession, creepy horror movies, so that should be pretty good. Next up, we got a Shudder exclusive, Boar. I think I actually saw this the last time around, but I didn't pick it up for some reason. I think I just had too much stuff, and I was just like, I don't want that. But this actually got some decent reviews as well, so I have to check it out. We got a tagline here from Dread Central saying, a thoroughly entertaining and wildly savage bloodbath. So, all right. Sounds good. All right, and then the last one for the DVDs, guys. This is an IFC Midnight Scream Factory release, Rust Creek. I know a lot of you guys have been picking this up over the past like few months or so, but this is literally the first time I've ever come across it. That just goes to show that you never know when you're gonna get these DVDs. Like, people on the East Coast get things way different than us people over here on the West Coast, and vice versa. So I don't know, I've heard this is a really good one, so I'm really interested to check this out. This is probably at the top of my list. All right, next up here we have the Blu-rays. So I think I have a total of 13 Blu-rays. First up here, this one is really weird, and I think I kind of remember this being on TV back in the day. Tin Man. It's like a reimagining, it's like a modern twist on Wizard of Oz. I actually started watching this a couple nights ago. It's pretty interesting. It's like a 4-part thing. Comes with 2 discs. Part 1 and 2 is on disc 1, part 3, and the special features is on disc 2. But good cast: Richard Dreyfuss, Neil McDonough, I don't know how to say that word, Alan Cumming, and Zoe Deschanel. So, I mean, I was gonna pick it up for Zoe Deschanel. She's an awesome actress too. So, anyways, guys, continuing on, we got a classic here, The Secret of Nim. Loved this when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in quite a long time, but I mean, $1 for this on Blu-ray, this is like my childhood. So, all right, next up, this is totally a blind buy here, Gringo. It sounds kind of familiar, but I've definitely never seen it. Has Charlize Theron and Amanda Seyfried. Should be good. I guess it's like a dark comedy. Next up here is a spaghetti western double feature, The Last Gun and $4 of Revenge. This is another one that I know people were picking up, I think even back in like October, November of last year, but I had never come across it. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I remember that. I'm not a big western fan, but I mean, this just sounds interesting. It's a Mill Creek Entertainment release. Alright guys, we got a River World, some sort of a sci-fi television series after looking it up. I thought it was a movie when I purchased it, but after researching it, I found out it was not. But this looks kind of like a low-budget sci-fi channel TV series, but it might be good. I'll check it out. Next up, we got a cool one here called Trick. The artwork is awesome. It says it's from the director of My Bloody Valentine. It has Omar Epps, Ellen Adair, Christina Reyes, Jamie Kennedy, and the legendary Tom Atkins. So, I was all in. That artwork alone sold me. Next up here, we got one called The Domestics. Never heard of it, but I did a little research while I was in the store before I purchased it. This had I don't know how accurate this is, but this had a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, what the hell? I never see that. So, and there was quite a few reviews, so I was pretty shocked. I think it's like a post-apocalyptic movie, so look forward to checking that out. We got another Wizard of Oz themed one here. This is weird. The Steam Engines of Oz. This has Ron Perlman with William Shatner and Julianne Hough. I'm not sure, but it's like a musical, like an animated style musical. But oh, it's so weird. I don't know. That should be interesting. Next up here, we got a Critters movie. Critters Attacks. Didn't even know this existed. But it looks interesting, and this actually just came out a couple years ago, 2019. So if you've seen any of these movies, let me know. Next up here, we got one called Search Party. At the top here, it says, from one of the guys that brought you Old School and Road Trip. It also has, what's his name, TJ Miller in it. It looks kind of like taking pieces from Road Trip and then also like Hangover. So that should be interesting. Also came with the digital HD copy, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. We got one here called, well, it comes with 2 actually. It comes with a digital copy of Suicide Squad Extended Cut and the theatrical cut. It also comes with a physical copy of Batman Assault on Arkham. But, I mean, that's a steal, guys. If you're a Batman fan, hell yeah. I was honestly not a super big fan of Suicide Squad when I first watched it, but I'll have to rewatch it and see what I think. Alright guys, here we got one called John Dies at the End. I think I remember hearing one of my friends back in the day saying this is really good. It's obviously like a goofy ass comedy slash thriller horror thing, but it's got Paul Giamatti in it. This is actually a pretty good tagline. A punk rock Ghostbusters has enough trippy and original ideas for 10 movies, says the AV Club. So, John Dies at the End. Looks good. Alright guys, and last but not least, the last Blu-ray and the last movie of this haul, we got a copy of Cheap Thrills with this really cool clear case instead of a normal Blu-ray case, which is odd to me. Also came with this really cool little booklet inside. What doesn't kill you makes you richer. And it just kind of, I think it just kind of goes over like scenes from the movie, or I don't know. I think they kind of made it look like a retro style like magazine or something like that. It looks good. But I've heard that's a great one. So I will check that out. All right, guys. That will conclude my Dollar Tree haul. I might sweep in maybe later on tonight, or maybe tomorrow, just to see if there's any new ones that come in. But gotta say, this is actually really good haul. I think I got some pretty quality movies. A lot of them are B movies, obviously, which most of them are that they get, but they do look like quality ones and not all extremely low budget like the ones I normally find. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. Hit a like if you liked my video. Leave a comment down below if you've seen any of these movies or you liked any of this stuff that I showed today. And I will catch you on the flip. You guys have a phenomenal day.